I got questions like, hey Janet, is it possible to work while studying? Is it possible to find student jobs? And the answer is hey guys, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing great. If you're seeing my face for the first time, you're welcome. My name is Janet and I'm going to be talking about studying in Hungary in this video. My plan is to start a series where I answer your questions, the ones you sent to me via email, and I answer them in a series where I talk about studying here and also working here, whether full-time or part-time. So I'll try to put that in a series and upload these videos for you on YouTube. Hungary has affordable universities and the degree from Hungarian universities are acceptable worldwide. I've never heard of someone that studied here and he or she complained that their degree was not accepted somewhere. The quality of education is good, so if you're looking for a chill country, if you're looking for somewhere affordable where you can study in English, if you're not cut out to spend thousands of dollars in the US or in Canada or in the UK, then Hungarian University is a good option. And if you're also looking for the option to work after your studies, then Hungary is also an option for you to consider. First, you have to answer for yourself, okay, like what do you want to study and how much are you willing to pay as tuition fee. You also have to check which of the universities in Hungary is offering the degree you want at the price that you are comfortable to pay or you can afford to pay. And there are several universities here in Hungary, and the most common I would say is the University of Debrecen. We also have the University of Szeged and Page. We also have BME, there's Corvinus University, there's also Eötvös Loránd University. Once you've selected the university that you want to apply to, then you have two options, either to purchase the application by yourself or you can find an agent to help you process your admission. I know most of the universities, well not most, some of the universities have agents, representatives in several countries around the world. I know I'm from Nigeria. I know that some of the universities have agents in Nigeria that are recruiting students and bringing them into Hungary. So you can check the university website if they have something like that, and there's an agent in your country, then you can use their services. There will be two intakes. There's one intake in February and then there's another intake in September. So you have to check if there's still opportunity to apply. Make sure that the deadline for application is not close or you've not missed the application deadline. So you apply online, and then the schools are actually very quick to respond to your emails or respond to your application. And when you send in all your details, if you're coming for BSc, you send your high school diploma, or if you want to come for a master's, then you will send in your BSc degree. So they will check your application. If you fit, then they will send you an email asking you to make payment for tuition fee. Hi, this is Editing Janet. I forgot to mention that there's usually an entrance exam and also an interview before you are accepted. This is part of the screening process, and they'll have to check if you fit the requirements before they issue an admission letter for you. So this comes before you make any payments for tuition. I forgot to mention that, sorry. So usually some universities will let you pay half of the full year tuition. So that means you're paying for one semester, and that will be enough for them to send you your visa supporting documents. And so when you make the payment and then the application goes through, they're going to forward to you. I think they send via DHL. I think they send the documents via DHL to your home country, and then you'll be able to use those documents to go to the embassy that's close to you in your home country and make application for the visa. If you're in Nigeria, the embassy is in Maitama, and you have to get an appointment with the embassy. You send them an email, and then they will tell you when you should come in for your interview and also for your data collection. They will take your biometrics, they will do an interview for you, and then after a month or 2 months, you will get a response from the embassy saying for you to come collect your documents. And when that is done, then you would be ready to come over here to Hungary. I will always advise you to arrive here in Hungary at least 1 week before the registration week, so that you have time to do certain things like administrative things before the semester starts. When you arrive in Budapest, you have to transport yourself from the airport to your university. And one advice I would give is before you leave your home country, try to make arrangements for an airport pickup company, someone to pick you up from the airport. And I know some of the universities do help students to arrange for airport pickup, or if you use an agent, your agent will be able to make some arrangement for you for someone to pick you up from the airport to your university, especially if you're studying somewhere in Debrecen or Izege that is outside of Budapest. So when you get to Budapest, don't take the taxis, guys. Don't take the taxi that waits outside of the airport, because usually these guys will charge you a lot more, sometimes times two the price, the pickup price. So definitely arrange for some kind of airport transfer to your universities. If you're bold enough, then you can take the train. There are also trains that you can take from Budapest and go to Debrecen or Szeged or Pécs, and they're a lot more cheaper. But if you're coming here for the first time, you might feel intimidated, you know, to navigate the train system. So that's why I would say, like, arrange for airport pickup, for someone to just pick you up from the airport and take you to your university. That would be a lot more easier for you. Accommodation, I have a video about accommodation, but it's for Budapest. I'm going to link it somewhere in the cards for you to watch. For accommodation, you have two options: to stay in the hostel, or you can rent a place. Most new students would first take the option of the hostel. They will stay in the hostel for like 1 semester. I will advise you to only, you know, sign a contract of the hostel for 1 semester, and if you don't like it, you know that you have just few months, and then you try to find somewhere for yourself to move into a flat. And probably by then you would have made friends from your university, and then you can find someone to move to a flat with. But if not, you can also find an apartment somewhere affordable, that somewhere in your price range for you to live in. There are several websites, you know, where you can find apartments, and also there are several Facebook groups. I'm going to link that video about apartments so that you can watch it. I don't want to talk too much about accommodation because I already did in one of my videos. So either you stay in a hostel for 1 semester only. After the first semester and you like the hostel, then you can extend it, but I would say keep it, you know, one semester for you to stay in the hostel and see if you like it or not. If you don't, then you don't have to stay like 1 year in the hostel and you totally hate it. The third most important thing is your residence permit. Actually, the residence permit is the first most important thing. And when you get to Hungary, typically you have 30 days to report at the immigration office. You have to go to the immigration office to take up your residence permit. For Nigerians, I know that when you're applying in Nigeria, you are literally applying for a residence permit, not like a visa. Well, I think both, because you get the visa on your passport to come in, and within 30 days you need to go to the immigration office and pick up your residence permit. So that's how it works. I don't know for other countries if it's the same, but I guess it's the same process. And you need, guys, like, if there's anything else you're going to forget, don't forget that you need to report at the immigration office within 30 days. So, and what you need for that is you will need an accommodation contract. That's why if you have a hostel contract, it will be easier for you. But if not, you can also find you can quickly find an apartment and then take the contract of the apartment. The person, like the owner of the apartment, needs to sign on the documents. There is an accommodation reporting document that the owner needs to sign, and you also have to sign, and then you take it to the immigration office, and then they can put a stamp on it and give you your residence permit. For the immigration office, you cannot just go there without an appointment. There is a booking system, and usually your university will provide you with the link, or they would help you, you know, get through the process. And that's why you always have to be going to the office, the student office. Every university has a student office, and there is one specifically for an international student. They help you not to forget the important things like immigration, accommodation, insurance, students' ID cards and transports, the students' transport tickets. They help you with all these things. And they give you the information. They tell you where you need to go to get things done. If you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, and you either contact a fellow student or you go to the student office and they will help you out there. They will help you to sort out everything. Let's talk about finances, right? And specifically to Nigerian students, because I know it is a challenge for parents to send money to their children. Because of all the central bank policy and whatever, they make it really hard for parents to move in foreign currency out of the country. Excuse me. One of the ways I know like students get money from Nigeria is to use the Form A. Like if you're a student and you can prove that you're a student, there is this Form A that banks provide. It helps parents to send money to their ward, either tuition fee or pocket money, and they give you the bank rate, not the black market rate for naira for dollar to naira. So ask your parents to check with their banks. If they still provide the Form A, then they'll be able to use that to send money to you at a good exchange rate. Another way Nigerians get money from Nigeria in Hungary is through their ATM card. So if you have a Nigerian bank account and you have a card, you have an ATM card, you can use that to withdraw money here in Hungary. ATM card withdrawals, it's not the best way because of the charges, and also the exchange rates that the bank will be giving you might not be good, so you might be losing money when you're using the ATM card. Third way you can get funds from your parents in Nigeria is to have a USD account here in Hungary. So you need to open a foreign account and a USD account. Your parents also need to have a dollar account, and then they will have to convert naira and maybe black market rate, or they can use the bank rates and put it in their dollar account, then transfer directly to you. It can take 2 to 3 days for you to get the money, but for sure you're going to get the funds. And so that's one way I know people are getting money from Nigeria these days. Final point I want to talk about is student jobs. I got questions like, hey Janet, is it possible to work while studying? Is it possible to find student jobs? And the answer is yes. You can find part-time student jobs here in Hungary, especially if you're studying in Budapest. You would have a lot of opportunities to work part-time as a student. You can find internships, you can find side jobs, you can find, literally you can find stuff to do, work to do here in Budapest. For cities like Debrecen, you can also find some student job opportunities. While I was studying in Debrecen, there were not a lot of opportunities to work, and I had a student job also in Debrecen. It was a customer service job with an airline company. So the opportunity is there, and these days what I've seen and I've heard is that more companies are moving to Debrecen, so you would have more options to find student jobs in Debrecen. I'm not sure about Szeged or Page. I've never lived there, so I don't know how the job market is in those cities, but if you're in Budapest, you're in Debrecen, then I can say for sure you'll be able to find something to do part-time. It might not be easy or fast, but if you keep on searching and you're asking the right questions, then you'll be able to find something for yourself. And there are some websites. I'm going to put links to some websites where you can go there and find student jobs. I used one of the websites sometime in 2016 when I was looking for a student job. 2015 actually, when I was looking for a part-time student job. That was where I found my student job. So I'm going to link those in the description, and if you're interested, you can check them out. Maybe you would find something that is going to help you supplement your income as a student. Another good place to find student jobs is on Facebook groups. There are some groups on Facebook. We have Jobs in Budapest, we have Student Work Budapest, we have Jobs in Hungary. So all these places you can actually see that people are posting open positions in those groups, and you can follow, and if you find something that suits what you want to do, then you can send in your application. One thing I would like to add here is that your student residence permit is enough for you to work here. part-time. You don't need a special work permit or a special residence permit to work as a student. Your normal residence permit is enough for you to be able to apply for a job and also get a student job here in Hungary. So this was all I wanted to share with you today. I hope this video was helpful in one way or the other. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below, or you can send me an email and I'll try to answer your questions. If I don't have any answer to your question, I'll try to direct you to somewhere you can find resources for yourself. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next one.